What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
Ox carts are reliable, if naught else.
It's preferable to walking everywhere, that's for certain.
Oxen are sturdy creatures, aren't they?
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be.
I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
RP! Be on your guard! I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. Of this, we can be certain. Oh, a quiet day is a welcome one. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnar from the tavern? Now two parties ask our aid, but which is the more deserving?
The decision is yours, Arisen. I trust in you, sir.
You would betray me. Have you lost all sense?
You believe me then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Thanks, cuz.
Curse you! All that planning and... for what?
Phew! I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me, if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
I shall stand by you, Master. Whatever you decide.
Tis pleasantly cool here, what with a canopy overhead.
Let us hope we make it through without incident.
I I quite agree.
We've got choppers.
A flawless execution.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt. I will protect you. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Confidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest. We've been traveling together for some time now, haven't we?
'Tis well to have comrades one can trust.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait a moment.
Understood. I shall watch over this till the hour of its use. We're unlikely to find any warm hearths down here.
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
I will lead.
Master? Master, can you hear me? Are you unharmed?
Pray, seek an exit. I shall search for a way to rejoin you.
We meet again. Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustine, only to find myself waist deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? Time to get to work. Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though of late turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life. Though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustine is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name, but 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time, and then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the Arisen True. What? You are the Arisen? Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
Shall we prop up our tent and get out of the rain for a spell?
I quite agree.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
We shall remain here.
After all, even should the dragon appear, what cause have they for concern?
As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happened upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye over it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not. And if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course.
Here's hoping there'll be no...
To do today, I must check my ledger. Have you need of me?
I'm tired of breaking my back for someone else.
Now, this is a place to forget one's troubles.
How best to proceed? Suppose I ought to know. I could see myself.
Oh, sir, the young master has not returned. I beg you, find him and bring him safely home. If aught were to befall him, I shudder to think.
You'll help him, won't you, Arisen?
If Master Sebastian is yet to return, perhaps we ought to make for Melve and search for him. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
How dare you?
Carol peels out from a moment's incaution.
Wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit.
Gentle scratch on my arms and armor.
How'd I end up here?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Would allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is.
This ox cart's I'll need to see some coin before I let you off.
Can't make a living if
My bed calls and I shan't.
Wonder if there's any.
Be ready. Half those are armed.
Tis you! Thank goodness you happened by, or who knows what might have become of me. You have my gratitude, but do excuse me. I'd best make for home.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
Precious little time. This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
It's this way, Mr.
We have reached our destination.
Working this field all I know. The predicament.
Home at last!
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
A blue blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, 'tis getting late. You had best be off. Do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about. Though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
A bitter end breeds no satisfaction.
What's going on?
Doesn't seem right, this.
I'm afraid not.
I took you for a kinder sort than that.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Seems you won't be swayed. A shame, that.
I've naught to say to the likes of you. I've naught to say to the likes of you.
To think the lady here has been supporting the Gracious Hand for so long. I must find a way to thank her. Are all the nobles so kind? I can't wait to tell everybody at the Gracious Hand that I met the lady who gave us the book with the pretty flower.
'Tis a relief to be home safe and sound. I only hope the blue sunbright lifts Mother's spirits. What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
Won't someone do aught about this?
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
Welcome to Bjorn, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember. Mines, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Ho there. How have you fared? Would you lend your ear to my request? You have my gratitude.
We must rest.
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
A new day, a new perspective.
Welcome to the Star Tropic. We serve all manner of fine ales here.
You have my fullest confidence. The way to Batal should be open to you. When you arrive, you would do well to seek out the Oracle. Her aid is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the...
Not a care in the world.
Time to be heading home.
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
I brought the number that you requested. I'll take it this will be enough.
Aye, nicely done. Get in, you lot. Here's your payment.
Thank you kindly, sir. Ordinarily, coin like this would take me half a year to earn.
And I'll thank you to spend it wisely. Don't go drawing undue attention onto yourself, or that'll be the last you get. An ox cart travelling a night is suspicious enough in its own right, if 'twere known that I'm carrying pawns across the border.
I know, and I'll take care of it, I swear it. Contact me again when you've need of more cargo, won't you?
I learned of a forgotten rift stone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it, if you like.
Pray, let me go. Hold, I beg you. I'll tell you what there is to know. I was approached by a Batali merchant I met at the border checkpoint. He offered me a coin in exchange for rounding up pawns. Aye, I know. Here in Vermund, there's nary a deed more abhorrent. But you have to understand, my gambling debts were like to drown me. I needed coin, and I needed it fast. I know not where they've been taken. Pray, believe me. Here, take this. 'Tis a document I got from that merchant. If word of this should reach the palace, I'd no doubt be disciplined. I might even lose my post. I'll give you all the gold I got today. So pray, I beg you, will you let me go? I swear I'll ne'er do aught like this again. Oh, I suppose 'twas too much to hope for. 'Tis all over for me now.
Many thanks. We'll take it from here, sir. Worry not, he'll receive his due soon enough. Till then, he'll be made comfortable in the dungeons.
Who's there?
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
You have my fullest confidence. Yes, Your Majesty? Ah, so you've encountered the Phantom Ox cart from the rumors. To be precise, the letter of the law does not forbid the abduction of pawns. However, in our sovereign-ruled kingdom, crude treatment of the pawns who so loyally serve our liege is an act. If one were to sell them for personal gain, they would doubtless be censured no matter their station. And this letter, by its make and the quality of the parchment, I can only surmise 'tis of the like used in the palace. We ought to assume a member of the court has a hand in this matter. But for what purpose are these pawns being gathered? And where are they being taken? I have a proposal, Your Majesty. Should we ascertain the pawn's destination, perchance we will discover the intent behind this plot. Yet if we question the driver haphazardly, this mission will be over before it begins. I bid Your Majesty follow the ox cart without arousing suspicion, that you might divine where it is headed. Alternatively, mayhap Your Majesty could assume the guise of a pawn and await pickup in a likely location. I leave the choice to Your Majesty's discretion.
A good sleep will ensure we are...
Up we get. We can expect a busy night.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Ready to forge on?
Tranquil places such as this.